This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'd like to be joined by pro debutant Mark Dickinson here in Newcastle. Mark, first and foremost, how are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. How's you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Big night ahead on Saturday for someone turning over, making their debut. Being on this big bill in the arena, doesn't get much better than this, does it?
No, it doesn't get much better than this. Obviously, back in the North East, bringing pro boxing back to the North East as well. So I can't wait to get in there and put on a show Saturday night.
Let's talk about it then. How's the response been back home to obviously the news that you will be making your debut? It'll be here and there'll be fans there. I'm sure you've done plenty of tickets.
Obviously, everyone's buzzing. Do you know what I mean? The last few years has been boxing internationals with Team GB and the amateurs. Not my friends and my family haven't been able to come support me. So for them to be there and be able to watch me in the flesh, it's good for me and it's good for them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm buzzing for it.
How have you found that time between sort of making your pro debut and stepping away from the amateur scene? I was speaking to Ben Whitaker about this the other day. When you're an amateur, you work in 24/7. Did you have a little bit of a gap between, or are you straight down to business with Ben?
Well, I come down. I left Team GB probably October time last year. By December, I come down and done 2 weeks with Ben. Then in February, I started training full time with Ben. I've lived in the gym with him ever since. Really, do you know what I mean? Twice a day, 6 days a week. And it's just been, like you said, transitioning from amateurs to pros. It was difficult at first, but I think I've got it sussed now.
Ben was just singing your praises when I was speaking up there. He says you're one of the most intelligent fighters he's ever worked with. What are the main things he's been teaching you so far? What is the main thing you've learned?
To be honest with you, it's been learning how to do the rounds, you know what I mean? Obviously, the pace is different, the way you move is different. Just little fundamentals, you know what I mean, mate? Just little things that had to be changes just to be able to do the longer rounds better. Obviously, it's 3 threes as a sprint. Pro boxing's a marathon, you know what I mean, mate? So it's just, that was the main transition that I had to make.
Exciting times for the North East here. We've got yourself, we've also got the McCormacks, Cyrus Pattinson's turned over. How bright is the future for this region?
You've got Callum French as well there, mate, you know what I mean? Look, in a few years' time, the North East is going to be the biggest pro boxing in the country, 100%. Guarantee you that.
And what is it you want to show on Saturday night? Is it about impressing? Is it just about getting the victory? What's it about?
It's about going in there, listening to what my coach does and getting the job done.
As I understand it, you've had a few opponent issues. Ben said they've had a bit of trouble trying to find someone and tie someone down for this. Is that all part of the learning curve for you, dealing with what's in front of you at the last minute?
To be honest with you, mate, in the amateurs, you don't find out who you're boxing till the day. So you wait for the draw to get done. So I don't really mind who I'm fighting. It is who it is. Do you know what I mean, mate? I've still got to get in there, get the job done.
Ben says when you're in the gym, not only do you do your sessions, you hang around and watch the other guys as well. What's it like learning from the likes of a Josh Taylor, having an undisputed champion in your gym?
Obviously, to be around that stable of fighters this early in my career, mate, it's a pleasure. Do you know what I mean? There's not many fighters get to do it. I get to start here. I get to see how they do things, and I can try and do it myself. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to help. It's only going to help me get to the top.
Turning over, we've got the first fight to get out the way of on Saturday, but what is the dream for you? What do you picture as the end goal in the pro game? World
champion, nothing else, mate. But I'm going to take it step by step, do you know what I mean? Fight by fight. There's no point overlooking an opponent because anything can happen. It's a fight at the end of the day. But world champion, I wouldn't be in it for that for no other reason.
One thing I wanted to ask you about is this Berkeley connection that all these amateur guys have and the grassroots system we've got here in the North East. How special is this place for amateur boxing, and what makes us have so much success coming through the amateurs as well?
To be honest with you, mate, Berkeley Boxing Club is run by Graham Rutherford, and he's the man that's brought everyone through from Berkeley, do you know what I mean? So it's what he's doing down there that's bringing the pro boxing to North East, do you know what I mean, mate? Obviously with the amateurs, obviously I'm not training with him no more as a pro, but thank you to him for everything I've done in my amateur, everything he's done for me in my amateur career, do you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Mark, I'll leave the final word to you for everyone coming down supporting you, send you nice messages ahead of your debut. What would you like to say to them?
Big thank you for everyone for the support and the build up to this. Big thank you to everyone who's bought a ticket and coming to watch us. Can't wait to put on a show Saturday night and make it all worth it.
Mark, thank you very much for speaking to Boxing Social.